They say every hotel hides something. The Hillview Grand Hotel didn't hide ghosts in its basement or skeletons in its closet. It hit a floor. Between 12 and 14, the elevator jumped. No button, no sign, no acknowledgement that 13 ever existed. But locals whispered otherwise. If you looked through the stairwell window at midnight, you'd sometimes see lights glowing softly from the windows of a floor that wasn't supposed to be there. Most brushed it off, but some swore they'd heard voices coming from inside those walls. It was almost 1 a.m. when Sarah Malik, a solo travel vlogger, arrived, exhausted, drenched from the rain, and desperate for Wi-Fi and warmth. The Hillview Grand loomed above her, 14 floors of fading elegance, the kind of place that still used brass keys and velvet ropes. Inside, the lobby was quiet, too quiet. A single receptionist sat behind the desk, typing slowly. When Sarah asked for a room, the woman smiled politely but didn't meet her eyes. "We're full tonight, except for one." She slid the key card across the counter. "Room 1303. As Sarah took the key, the bellboy nearby froze. He spoke without turning his head. "Ma'am, if the elevator stops on a floor that's not listed, don't get out." Sarah blinked, half amused. "Is that your version of a ghost story?" The boy didn't smile. He just whispered, "No, ma'am. It's a warning." Before she could ask, the elevator doors closed, and she was alone. She pressed the button for 14. The elevator creaked upward, humming faintly. Numbers blinked, 9, 10, 11, 12, then flickered. A 13 appeared, just for a moment, and the elevator shuddered to a stop. The doors slid open. A dim, endless hallway stretched before her, lit by dying bulbs and the faint hum of electricity. Curiosity won over fear. She stepped out. The walls were yellowed, the carpet damp. A soft buzzing came from somewhere down the hall, or maybe from inside the walls themselves. Every few feet, an old brass door number gleamed faintly in the light. At the end of the hallway, she saw it. Room 1303. The door was open, just a crack, as if waiting. The moment she entered, the air changed. Cold but heavy. The faint scent of old perfume and smoke lingered. Her phone lost signal instantly. She laughed nervously. "Hey, everyone, I just found a secret floor. Room 1303. Creepy, right?" Her voice echoed strangely, like someone else repeated it a second later. She tried to close the door. It clicked shut. Then, slowly, the latch turned back on its own. She frowned, locked it again. It unlocked again. A faint whisper followed. "Don't." She froze, then chuckled nervously into her phone. Creepy old building. Probably drafty, but the door wasn't moving because of wind. In the bathroom, an old mirror hung slightly crooked. Her reflection looked normal until she smiled. The reflection didn't. Instead, it tilted its head slightly like studying her. She leaned closer. The mirror was warm, almost alive. A heartbeat-like vibration pulsed beneath the glass. She unpacked her tripod. From the corner of the room came a faint whisper. A woman's voice, distant but close enough to hear. "You shouldn't be here." Sarah froze. The curtains swayed, though the window was shut tight. When she pulled it back, only darkness beyond. But her own reflection in the glass was still staring at her. In the drawer, an old guest book lay covered in dust. Most pages were torn or burnt. Only one remained legible. Elena Marsh, room 1303. Check out. Never. She laughed uneasily. Goo. Probably left here for guests to freak out. But beneath the signature was a faint fingerprint. Still fresh. A dusty rotary phone sat on the desk. It rang once, sharp loud. Sarah hesitated, then picked up. Static. Then, "You're in my room." She gasped, dropped the receiver. When she looked back, the phone cord was swinging gently, as if someone had just hung up. 3 slow knocks echoed from the door. She rushed to open it. Hallway empty. No sound, no movement. She shut it. This time, the phone was off the hook again. Only now, a faint woman's voice whispered through it. "Check under the bed." She knelt down and shone her flashlight. Wet footprints, bare, led from under the bed to the middle of the room. Each print darker than the last, glistening faintly like they'd just been made. She looked up. The bathroom light was on again. The mirror fogged, though no one had used it. On the glass, words appeared slowly. Stay. Under the bed lay an old, burnt newspaper. The headline, Mother and daughter jump from 13th floor. Hotel claims it doesn't exist. The photo showed a woman who looked disturbingly like her. Same face, same scar near the eye. Try to convince herself it's all in her head. Sarah replays her vlog. Halfway through, she freezes. In the reflection behind her, someone is standing in the hallway. A woman in a charred nightgown, smiling faintly, her eyes black and hollow. She turns to the bathroom. Now, two figures appear behind her reflection. The woman and a little girl, holding hands. Their eyes glow faintly. The girl tilts her head, whispering something Sarah can't hear. Then the lights flicker, and they're gone. Sarah grabs her bag and rushes to the elevator. She slams the 14 button again and again. The display flickers 12, 13, 13, 13. Whispers flood from the speaker. Stay with us, stay warm. Her phone buzzes with notifications. All the comments on her live video say the same thing. Who's behind you? She runs back into the hallway. The air vent above her hisses softly. Then a voice crawls out, distorted, childlike. You can't leave until she does. The ceiling light bursts. The hallway stretches endlessly, doors on both sides flickering open and shut. Suddenly, the smell of burning. Flames crawl up the wallpaper, spreading fast. But the fire never reaches her. It's like time is repeating itself, over and over, each version darker. She screams, and the fire resets again and again. Behind the wardrobe, she notices an outline, a hidden door, scratched into the wood. Don't open while she's awake. The handle moves by itself. Knocks echo from inside. Soft at first, then furious. Inside is a small, burn-out registry book. On the newest page, her name, Sarah Malik, checked in tonight. Checked out. Never. Her hands shake. A tear lands on the page, and the ink bleeds upward like it's alive. The phone rings again. Sarah answers, voice trembling. What do you want? A whisper replies. You're the new one. Keep it warm. The mirror trembles. Her reflection begins to move independently, smiling, whispering. Then it steps back, leaving her reflection alone in the glass. Everything suddenly stops. Light steady. Room looks normal again. Freshly made bed. Still air, soft daylight. Sarah exhales, trembling. Maybe it was just a nightmare. She sits on the bed, clutching her camera. Then, click. The bathroom light turns on again. Morning. Housekeeping knocks. No answer. Inside room 1303. Clean, untouched. No luggage. No phone. No sign anyone ever stayed. Except one thing. On the fogged mirror. Thank you for staying. That evening, a businessman checks in. The receptionist hesitates, then slides the card forward. Only one room left. 1303. He smiles politely. 13th floor, huh? The woman forces a smile. We don't have one of those, sir. The elevator ascends. As the doors close, she glances toward the camera in the lobby, and for a second, sees Sarah's reflection watching from the monitor, smiling faintly from the dark window of the 13th floor. Some rooms don't remember their guests. They keep them.